I just wanted to respect my commitment to make a daily video. I had a fun slash not fun conversation today with someone who was, in my view, very attached to their victim language and their victim mindset. They were talking about their finances, their health, well, their poverty. Was talking to someone was talking to me about their poverty, their disability, their age, their sex, their relationship status, everything about them that was they were completely framing it as victim, 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 victim. And I loved it. It was a benchmark of how far I've progressed because I don't use that type of victim thinking or language nearly as much today as, say, I did in the past. I'm much more into the empowered language and taking responsibility for actions and choices and recognizing that actions and behaviors are ultimately a choice. We don't always feel that they're a choice. We feel constraints or we talk about constraints, but the difference is between the language of being cause and being effect and making things happen versus things happening to you. So this happened to me in my, the way I am is that's interesting, the fault of my genetics, my parents, my upbringing, my education. Society did it to me. My parents did it to me. My teachers did it to me. My coach did it to me. And I had an opportunity to talk to someone about, and it was just striking the way I'm all over the place. The language they were using was reflecting a mindset, an attitude, a way of thinking that was absolutely victim minded. What I mean by victim is disempowered. They had no choice, no say in the matter. They didn't want to recognize anything that they could do or had done, the choices they were making every day to stay put. And it wasn't a case of, oh, I'm making these terrible choices and I don't know how to change them. It was not even an awareness that, oh, I'm making these crappy choices and can you help me change these choices? It was, these aren't choices. It was, this is happening to me. This is my lot in life. This is my circumstances and it's beyond my control. A total feeling that life is beyond their control. There's tremendous wisdom in that. There are forces much bigger than us that control our lives. And that's sometimes a very useful way to think, to remember that life is a lot bigger than us and we have a very limited scope of control. It's also really important for our sanity to remember that we have a huge scope of control. And if you tell someone, I'll meet you at the coffee shop at the corner of Main and Oak at 9 a.m. tomorrow, you have tremendous power to make that happen. You don't, and how many times in your life have you made it happen? Sometimes, yes, stuff happens, it gets in the way, we miss our appointments. Powerful people miss their appointments a lot less than people who think they're weak and victims. And that's why there's an interesting TV show I saw recently called The Bear on Disney. And the line is, yes, chef, when you take responsibility, you are essentially saying you're taking responsibility and accountability. And when you do that, when you take responsibility for how you look, how you show up in life, you relate to life differently. And I'm noticing that in myself. My video is now done.